This quick little demonstration here is going to show us how to generate random numbers. As we get into more sophisticated programs, we're going to always want to be generating, well, not always, but from a lot of scenarios, or for a lot of scenarios I should say, we're going to want to generate a lot of random numbers to make something random happen, but we still want to be able to control what happens as a result of that random number. So this program here is going to show you how to generate a random number from 1 to 100 and then have it show up. So I have here a label which I need to call the number label. We'll call it that, number label. And then I have a button here called number button. So I'm going to go into number button, and this takes us to our all familiar class and sub function. And what I want to do here is I want to create two things. First thing, I'm going to create the random number holder. So this is going to be very traditional to what we're used to. And instead of holder, I'm going to use what it is, and it's going to be a variable. So it's going to be dim number as integer. Random numbers are usually integers. And then we're going to create the random number generator. So this is going to generate the random number. And we usually are going to call it dim generator as new random. So this is going to be a piece of the program that can generate a random number. From here, it's really simple. We're going to set up our equation so that it generates a new random number. So this is going to assign a random number from 1 to 100 to the number variable. Now, there's only one tricky part to this, so let's look at this first. Number equals, this is how this looks. It's going to be generator dot, and we're going to use the next, which is highlighted, and then we have to set the range. When we're setting the range, the biggest thing to remember is the second part. The first part's pretty easy. We're starting with the number 1, so our first possible option is the number 1. We want our last possible option to be 100. So in Visual Basic, we actually have the next number above our last option be the second number we put in. So we're actually putting in 101. So with that, I'll put the note here. The second number is 1 above our last option that we want. So this will give us a random number between 1 and 100, and then we just want to put it in this label, which is the number label. So number label dot text equals number. And then let's run it, see what it did. Generating a random number. Just keep clicking on the button, and it's generating any random number from 1 to 100. You can see it's doing some of the same numbers pretty consistently. That is no fault of the program. That is just simply it being completely random and generating a random number. And that's how that works. Pretty fun.